Welcome back to Engineering, Should I Take It? I'm your host, Gavin Goldring, a senior at Huntington High School. I have taken the engineering pathway for the past 4 years. I wanted to take the pathway because I always wanted to know how things worked. Like how you're hearing and seeing me now. Today, you will not hear from me. You will hear from other people in the engineering pathway. Let's see what they have to say.
My name is Aiden Goldsmith. I've been taking the pathway for all 4 years and a senior year this year.
Hey, I'm Matthew Lee. I'm a senior, and I take the engineering pathway.
I'm Allie Baird. I'm in 12th grade, and this is my 4th year in the pathway.
My name is Tommy Bean. I'm in 12th grade, and this is my 4th year in the pathway.
Jackson Morrissey, grade 12, and I'm in the 4th year of the pathway.
And I'm Shane Brzowski. I'm a senior, and this is my 3rd year in the pathway.
I'm Drake. I'm a senior, and this is my 3rd year in the pathway.
I'm Tristan Millsaps. I'm a senior, and this is my 4th year in the engineering pathway.
I found it really interesting. I wanted to be an engineer since I started high school, and I really liked the teacher.
I took the engineering pathway because the world got problems, and engineering solves most of the problems.
Decided to take engineering to kind of follow my brother's footsteps. Honestly, he really inspired me, but also because I thought it was going to be a good community of people with similar values.
I decided to take the engineering pathway mainly because I was really interested in engineering and wanted to pursue it in further education.
I was doing it for the tech credit originally, but then it was pretty fun, so I stuck with it.
I decided to take the engineering pathway because overall I'm pretty good at math, and I figured that because I'm good at math, I want to be an engineer when I grow up.
Originally, I needed the tech credit, and then I just sort of stuck with it.
I decided to take engineering because that's what I want to do when I grow up. A lot of people in my family are engineers, including my dad, and I've always kind of idolized what he's been able to do in that field, and I feel like this will prepare me for a job in the engineering.
I mostly like the hands-on stuff, where we build with different materials.
Launched model rockets in aerospace engineering. That was a lot of fun.
Doing the bridge unit and the principles of engineering class.
Biggest takeaway from the pathway is kind of dumb, but really never give up, because it's there's so many units where you're gonna feel oh my gosh, this is impossible and I don't know why I'm doing this, but then you read an article or you talk to Mr. Scopel and it's everything clicks, and then it's super fun from that point on.
Just that the world and how things work is very complex, and that math can be used to explain a lot of it.
Keep trying things, and eventually something will work.
Well, from the pathway, just overall, you just learn a lot about engineering and just general principles which you need to learn.
Stick with it. Even if you don't like it, we still get to build stuff. I mean, we get to launch rockets and stuff for a week. Stick with it. It's fun, and it's a good credit.
It'll be a really fun time if you apply yourself.
I say that's definitely beneficial, not only for engineering.
Make close friends with the people in your class.
I'd say just stick with the pathway.
Engineering is definitely a good pathway to take, especially if you're good at math, because the engineering career is just so vast and there's just so many different things you can do with it.
Mixes class, super fun, and it's not a stressful class, but it's still important.
I feel definitely has had the biggest impact. Never had a teacher quite like him. He's a very special individual.
He's truly been a mentor for me over these years.
Had the biggest impact on pretty much the entire class for the engineering pathway, and he's been a very helpful person, great coach, great teacher.
He's a great teacher.
He's a very good teacher, a very chill teacher, and overall, he kind of just lets you just work on projects and work on it by himself, but he's always there to help you.
Hey, engineering is really the go-to pathway. You get to learn everything and be taught by the great Mr. Scopel.
Probably Mr. Scopel.
Mr. Scopel.
I love Scopel.
Definitely Scopel. Call him Dad.
Scopel.
Scopel.
Mr. Scopel. I went to the Coast Guard Academy as well as the University of Illinois, and for civil engineering at both of them. My career in the Coast Guard was 20 years, and then after I retired from there, I came here to teach, and I've been here. This is my 17th year. So that makes me pretty old. Originally wanted to be an architect, and then when I went to the academy, they didn't have an architecture program there, so civil engineering was the closest thing. So I could feed my family. What is it?
Ah, that's Scopel. Great teacher. No wonder we call him the Don. See, engineering isn't that bad. So why don't you take it?
Concepts and projects and really like learn the way of life. Engineering is the way of life.